This video will talk about the MSstats comparison workflow in MassIVE.quant. The previous videos talk about how to submit the quantification reanalysis, how to assess the quantification reanalysis, or how you can run the MSstats workflow in MassIVE.quant and then submit their result. So then let's see, this is the one of the data case. So this is from the IPRG data set, the same example data set what we work with. The previous video talked about the distributed structure in the MassIVE.quant. If you haven't checked it, you can check it. I will make a link up there. So here there are total 10, 12, like total 22 reanalysis under this data set. Every reanalysis has a testing result using MSstats. So you can download and then you can compare them by yourself in your local computer. You can use different tools like R or something else. However, I just want to show one of the workflow called MSstats comparison workflow, so which automatically compare the MSstats output in the MassIVE.quant. So here for this case, I want to compare the result from these three reanalysis. Basically, I want to compare from the same data set, if we use a different processing tool, how the conclusion will be different. MSstats comparison workflow support up to 5 different results because it is not easy to draw the Venn diagram for more than 5 different results. So in this case, in the example, we will use the 3 results. First, you have to go to the MassIVE website, and then I already logged in. And then go to the Submit Data and click the Submit Your Data. So next, under the workflow selection, you have to select the MSstats comparison workflow. So here under the MSstats, you can see MSstats comparison workflow. And then you have to type the title. So I type the title here and then short description, and then we need to select the file. So there are 2 ways to select the input file. So one is from the data set and then from the workflow result. For this example, we will select the file from data set. So click +1. And then you have to find the data set here, and then click filter, and then show. Then I will select the reanalysis. I will select the 3 analysis. The first, let you find where is our files. So here we go. So here we have 3 file. I want to select 3 of this. So we have to select one by one. So select the skyline first. So here at the row, click select this reanalysis, and then it showed all the files under this reanalysis one. So I need to select the testing result. So none of them here, and click the double arrows here. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So it should select the result file and click add, and then close, and then it shows one file selected, right? And then I have to select this next one again. So I have to find the next one. So MassQuant. Okay, here the MassQuant. Select, show all the files, and then need to find the data. Okay, here we go. This is the data reanalysis by MSstats. Click add and then close. You can see 2 files, and then I will select another one, the progenesis one. Here, click progenesis, select, and then okay, here now this is the testing result by MSstats. Click add and close. So now 3 files selected. So I want to compare this. And then this is also optional. So if you have your own result, so you use the MassIVE.quant workflow, and then all the results saved in your account, you can select from here. So here, if you click the plus button, it shows all the job done in the MassIVE, and then you can select your reject one. However, for this example, we will select the testing result from the real analysis. So 3 files selected, and then okay, so they're gonna email me, and then click submit, and then we're gonna wait a little bit. So now this is done. So you can see the status is done, and then it takes 2 hours because they're gonna generate all the plot by each proteins or each comparison, so it takes a little bit longer. But yeah, let's just see how it looks like. So first one is done, and then here's the 2 buttons. One is the view differential abundance analysis, and then second one is view summary of the differential abundance the protein. Let's click this view summary one. Then it shows the summary per each comparison. So for this testing result, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different comparison. And then for each comparison, they're gonna summarize it. The first one is all the proteins across the reanalysis, across the 3 different analysis. And then this is also show the number of differential abundance protein at least from the at least one reanalysis, and then show the number of the differential proteins. So for example, here they have a 3 differential abundance proteins for this specific comparison from the skyline quantification, and then this is they have a 25 proteins are differentially abundant in the progenesis quantification, and then there are 8 differential the abundance proteins in the MassQuant quantifications. Then, if you click this graphic icon, like some plot icon, if you click it, it shows the Venn diagram. So, for example, here there are 3, 25, and 8 differentially abundant proteins, how they are overlapping each other. So, for example, 2 proteins are detected as the differential abundance protein for all across all 3 output. And then, for example, here 20 proteins are only detected as a differentially abundance from the progenesis output. So yeah, and then if you click this one again, they are hidden, and then if you click this, they're gonna show how it look like for different comparisons. Then let's go back to our page. So you can click back to the status page. Yeah, we clicked this one before. Then we can see the view the differential abundance analysis column. This one show for each comparison and the proteins. So for example, first row is a result for protein Q03063 and the comparison C4 versus C2. And then it shows the estimate log for changes and adjust p-value for skyline. And then next column is progenesis. If you scroll right, and then you can see how it will look like differently, right? Then if you click this icon again, it shows how they look like. So they made a plot based on the estimate log for changes, and then show the standard error. And then this is from the MassQuant and progenesis and skyline output. I think here this is not significant. Let's do the filter, and then let's find that anything is significant. So I will put the 0.05. Adjust p-value is less than 0.05, and then there's no issue, and then click filter. Click one of these icon, and then here we go. So in this case, they just plot estimate log 2 for changes and then standard error, and then they mark it this comparison significant, this comparison also significant, this comparison also significant for this specific comparison, and for the protein, this specific proteins. And then if you click this double arrow, one, it showed all the details. So previously this one showed the only estimate log to for change and also the p-value and issue column, but it showed more detail. What is the standard error, p-value, and then any other things. So yeah, if you click this one again, this is also disappear, and then click this one again, and then you can come back. So this is how you can see the comparison one. And then yeah, you can compare any output, but there are some limitations. This is only for MSstat output. However, if you have a same column information, even though you used other statistical analysis tool, if they have a same column name, definitely we can also compare this one. If they are not matching the column name, you cannot use this comparison workflow. Okay, so hope this can be helpful. So this is how you can use the MSstat comparison workflow.